Hello students, I am Dr. Priya from Avinash Lingam Institute of Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Today we are going to discuss about the role of counselors. Introduction. Child counseling purposes to help children to cope better with their emotions, to understand problems, to develop necessary coping skills and to make positive choices. Throughout counseling, children are encouraged to discover and express their feelings through different types of media depending on the child's individual preferences, for example, speaking, drawing, painting, artwork, storytelling, drama or play. Child counselors focus in treating children with behavioral, educational, emotional and mental disorders. They must have a master's or doctoral degree and obtain state level license. Job growth for this profession is much higher than the average for all other occupations. Objectives: to know about who are the child counselors, to know the role and job description of child counselors, to learn the perception of child counselors, to find out the benefits of child counseling. Counseling for children and young people has a vigorous role in preventing mental ill health. It is easy for parents, teachers and other adults to identify signs, difficulties developing in children and young people. Having identified these difficulties, there should be honest procedures in place which allow the children and young persons to be referred with their consent to the counseling. Counseling is always improving welfare and encourage children and young people to make their most positive choices for themselves. When we use counseling in this way, it is an effective and early intervention. It is very essential to get support for young children at an early stage, and that is why school-based counseling is very successful. Using in school counseling services, young people usually access an appointment with the counselor within 2 or 3 weeks. Quick actions have the effect of improving immediate distress and decreasing problems or preventing them from becoming more complex, expensive or referral to the off-site specialist services. Counselors must carry out their roles, functions irrespective of their situation. The first of this is what might be called as professional measurements or determinants that designate what is applicable and non-applicable to the counselor's role, comprising of guidelines, policy statements of professional administrations, licensing or certification of limitations, accreditation guidelines and requirements and expectations of professional training programs. With respect to these professional constraints, personal factors are also constantly influence the role of functions, the interest of the counselor such as what he or she likes to do, the counselor's attitude, principles, values, experiences both and of the profession can influence how she or he views the job. Now we will look into child counseling, how it is helpful to people. Children who find it difficult to manage with their emotions, children who fail to acquire social skills, children who have experienced bereavement throughout their family crisis, children who have experienced abuse within or outside the family, children with low self-esteem, anxiety or depression, children with those behaviors are potentially life-threatening or behavioral problems, children who face problems in school settings and the environment. For these problems, we need a child counselor. Now we will look into what is child counseling. When people think of mental illness, they think of adults. The stress of maintaining family, career and family obligations, financial conditions can extremely stressful at times, sometimes manifest itself into a mental illness. The mental health of children, however, it is sometimes unnoticed. Most people undertake that childhood period is a happy time and they must discharge the fact that children often contact with the emotions and psychological disorders as well, because children normally think different than adults and have a different way of looking at the world. Traditional adult psychologists and counselors might find it somewhat difficult to treat mental disorders in children. Child counseling or youth counseling, however, it is a type of counseling which focuses on children that are analyzed with mental disorders. Children can experience the same mental and psychological problems as the adults do, including anxiety, stress, depression, post-traumatic stress disorders and grief. These disorders have some symptoms which may be manifest themselves differently in children. For example, instead of becoming quiet and hostile, a child suffering from a mental disorder such as depression, anxiety might have emotional explosions or exhibit behavioral problems. There may be a number of grounds for mental and emotional problems in children. These may include such things as new school environment, meeting new people, problems in school environment, poverty, abuse, divorce, parental trouble with the peers, etc. There are also evidence that some mental or behavioral disorders are hereditary and caused by genetical factors. Now we will look into how to become a child counselor. To become a child counselor, we need to go through a rigorous amount of training. This includes obtaining a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a doctorate degree in a specific area such as child psychology or clinical psychology. Why do we need child counselors? We'll look into now. Childhood would be happy time in every individual's life. However, dealing with the mental and emotional problems can put into discouragement on this carefree time. If we neglect this period, it can also lead to more problems during the later period or later stage of their life. Child counselors can help children to become more mentally and emotionally stable, healthier and happier adults. What does a child counselor do? Child counselors generally deal with children to help to become emotionally, mentally stable and happy. Some child counselors specialize in certain areas like childhood, depression, attention deficit, hyperactive disorders, or abuse. Others, however, treat wide range of mental and emotional disorders in children. Child counselors may help to treat number of mental and emotional disorders and illness. For instance, this may be often done through something called as play therapy. In this therapy, children are encouraged to play games or play with toys and they enjoy. Child counselors will then supervise the children activities which can disclose a great deal about their emotions and feelings. Individual counseling also might be used by child counselors as well. During this type of therapy, children are frequently encouraged to talk about and explore their feelings to the outside environment and also their emotions. Counselors can help the children to cope with and work through past problems and present challenges that maybe make them feel happy, scared, and generally uneasy. When training children with mental or emotional problems, in order to ensure success in child counselors must have open communication with the children's primary and secondary caregivers such as parents, grandparents or other guardians. They often educate caregivers on what to expect during child recovery, for instance, as well as give them tips on how they can help during recovery process. Now we will see where do child counselors work. Child counselors usually work with children in need of mental health services. This may include schools, colleges, hospitals, juvenile delinquency, children home, domestic violence shelters, homeless shelters and social services and other offices. Like many other counseling professions, child counselors can also choose to open their own private practices. In doing so, they may counsel children in their own offices or travel their children's homes or schools where they are in need of such type of services. Child therapists or child psychologists diagnose and treat children under the age of 18 and younger with mental, behavioral or emotional problems. These highly trained professionals may work in clinical settings, in private practices as part of medical team or in a school environment. State regulations for child psychologists require a doctoral degree and proven practice experiences. Now we will look into the job description. Children and adolescents face emotional behavior problems that are specified to their age group, and child counselors attempt to help their clients with these particular issues. Some children experiment with drugs and alcohol due to anxiety, depression, sexuality concerns, schoolwork and self-discipline, time management issues and family crises such as divorce or death of the family member, which will affect children inversely than adults. Child psychologists or counselors should spend their time considering the depth of these problems with their clients and working with them to develop coping skills and management solutions. Now we will look into their duties. Clinical psychologists or child counselors focuses on the diagnosis and treatment of emotional or mental disorders ranging from anxiety, depression, schizophrenia and so on. These professionals function in a clinical setting or in a private practice, but sometimes in a hospital, and are trained them to provide approaches for coping with specific disorders related with the children. They interview clients and conduct tests, and they may provide child or family psychotherapy. If substance abuse is involved, a child therapist or counselors might formulate a treatment or something, a plan which should be intervene the children. If a child suffers from phobia, the child therapist or counselors may implement a behavioral modification programs. Counseling any child, psychologists or counselors should take a behavioral approach to emotional problem with children and adolescents. These child counselors focus on helping their clients to develop many ways to use their own strength to cope with the issues, and if needed, they counsel the entire families. A counseling child psychologist training is based on behavioral, that is influenced by numerous factors such as environment, genetic, race, sexual orientation, religion, culture, and such as child psychological problems and potential well-being are exceptional. These professionals work in private practice, hospitals, and also in schools. Sometimes child counselors may join healthcare professionals such as family practice, physician office or a pediatrician office, leading to a team approach to overall development of a child. Now we will see who are the school psychologists. A child therapist or counselors are uniquely qualified to become a school psychologist. These school psychologists provide special assistance to students who are with learning disabilities, social or emotional problems. They work with faculty to determine the best learning strategies for students, and they perform crisis management if needed. Child counselors in this role often train parents and can serve as effective liaisons between the school and the family members. When to see a child counselor? The best time to see a child counselor is when we think we need to. Whenever we feel that time when life can be difficult to cope with, and we think about seeing a counselor to help us to find our way. Because counselors are empathetic, sympathetic, and not a part of their client's personal life. It is easier for us to open up and get to the core of our concerns. What do child counselors do? Counselors do not give answers to, do not fix their clients' difficulties. Counselors' role is to consent their clients to find their own answers. Counselors are non-judgmental and surround their clients with unconditional positive regard, providing them with a safe, satisfying environment where clients can unload their life problems. Counselors listen to their clients with full recognition and empathy, helping them to share, explore, understand, and deal with their feelings, efficiency, and so on. Counselors always support their clients to assess their life. They help their client to progress strategies which will help them to admit their and accept their situation or change it. They support their clients to develop their self-awareness, self-regulation, individuality, and promote their overall well-being. Why we need to see a child counselor? There are many reasons why help of a child counselor is required. Primary, when a situation is affecting the child's ability to carry out the daily life activities, it is preventing them to make important decisions and is stopping them to reach self-actualization. These difficulties may be about home, school environment, family relationship, low self-esteem, depression, stress, anxiety, loss of parent, separation of parents, or depending on parenting styles. When to expect from counseling? In counseling, the client can assume to meet a caring, respectful, empathetic, and non-judgmental human being who is committed to listen and guide him or her in such a way, an environment of trust and confidentiality. First session evaluates the needs and the expectations of the client estimates the number of sessions needed according to the depth of the problem. The number of sessions can be reviewed and cancelled at any time as per the improvements. If the needs of the client are out of the counselor's competence, the referrals are more appropriate to the professionals may be provided. One of the main aim of child counseling is to facilitate development of an assimilated and well-adjusted individual. As children grow and develop physically, they also develop morals, emotions, language, cognition and values. They learn about social and cultural norms, expressions and collaborations in different social settings such as family, school and community. Child development during early years from birth to adolescence is very rapid and takes place in all spheres such as physical, social, cognitive, cultural, emotional, that is multidimensional and so on. Interaction of a number of factors contributes to the development in children, individual. The school along with the family plays a significant role in an individual's life during childhood years. However, when child enters to school through the beginning years of schooling, there is a major shift in them from self-centeredness towards accepting others' viewpoint and from impulsive to autonomous behavior. As they approach adolescence, they become progressively aware of the need of reflect upon the development, understanding of the responsibility they have towards their personal self and the society. Hence, during the school years, it is essential for the children to be encouraged to understand their own feelings, to learn appropriate and acceptable social behavior, keeping in mind others' needs, and learn skills for leading a healthy and dynamic life. An optimal personal social development in children is vital for well-adjusted and integrated individual whose development needs to be during the school year. During the school years, irrespective of the stage of education, students encounters many problems or crises in their academic, social, emotional or personal lives. Some of these may have roots in the developmental process. Some may have context in the student's past development. In order to ensure that student is able to successfully deal with the crisis and continue with quality endeavor in her academic pursuit, it is crucial to identify the root problem and extending timely support throughout the appropriate guidance and counseling wherever is necessary, following a lifespan developmental approach which will help to solve the student's problems. The role of child counseling is not only facilitate optimal development and academic accomplishments, but also take steps prior to any crisis occurrence, as well as extend remedial inputs to the learner as well as the school. Now we will see child counselor's role in different fields. Educational counselor. He supports in academic success and solve problems that may be barrier to success, guide in understanding policies and adjust with the curriculum. He assists in the choice of subject, course and studies and college, help the student to improve their study habit. He helps in future job education. He helps to be aware of various opportunities regarding education. He helps to change his illegal thinking and unhappiness. The second one is vocational counselor. He helps the students to become aware of job opportunities and employments. He understands an occupational interest inventory to students. He assists individuals to choose profession according to their interests and abilities. He also helps in role playing and to get job interview in preparation for the real thinking. He helps to person to adapt to the vocation and he helps to achieve goal of vocation. Third one is advocational counselor. Providing opportunities for participation in extracurricular activities. He assists students in developing hobbies and interests. Providing awareness for recreation. He improves interest in games and other forms of activities or recreation. He assists in using leisure time profitably. The fourth one is family and marriage counselor. He assesses family situation and conduct therapy programs to develop effective and satisfactory relationships within and family members. Sometimes referral to other programs for treat individual problem of one member that result in family conflicts. for example addictions and anger. Fifth one is addictions counselor. He identify addictions, support and encourage recovery. He developed treatment plans and prepare written reports on progress. He educate community as well as about prevention programs. The next one is genetic counselor. He analyze clues from family history of sickness. He perform genetic testing. He provides medical information about genetic disorders and how it will affect to the individual as well as family members. He identify risk and show how to solve the problem. The last one is crisis counselors. He helped the client in sudden crisis, distress, with suicidal intention, victims of crime, tragedy and etc. and so on. He assessed the client situation and provide emotional and mental support. He helped the client to understand that their situation is common and they will return to their home normally and they function according to the normal routine. Now we will move on to conclusion. First and foremost, the counselor is aware that no two people are alike. No two people understand the same language in the same way. Their understanding will always be linked to their personal experience to the outside world. Therefore, during the counseling process, it is important that the counselor doesn't try to fit clients into his or her idea, what they should be and how they should act. The role of a child counselor is to enable client to explore many aspects of their life and emotional state by open and free conversation. It is essential that counselor is not only emotionally involved with the client, and the counselor neither judges nor offers assistance. The counselor must give the client an opportunity to express their difficult feelings such as anger, resentment, guilt, fear in a confidential environment. Such type of effective counseling reduces confusion, allowing the client to make effective decisions, leading to a positive changes in their attitudes and their behaviors. Make sure that effective counseling is not advice giving and is not acting someone else on behalf of them. The ultimate aim of counseling is to enable the client to make their own choices, reach their own decisions and to act upon them accordingly. So far, good counseling requires a professional, qualified and expert counselor. Because everyone is unique, it is not possible to guarantee the benefits of counseling, which is, although a life-changing, can be different for each individual. Counseling will not work unless you really want to heal.